In a quiet Ohio neighborhood, a sinister plan unfolded behind closed doors. An 18-year-old girl, Kaitlyn Coones, became the mastermind of a chilling murder that shocked even the most seasoned investigators. What started as a forbidden love quickly turned dark, culminating in the brutal killing of her boyfriend's mother, Nicole Jones. The motive? Control, jealousy, and an ultimatum that would leave one life tragically cut short and another forever tainted. This is the story of obsession, betrayal, and a crime that left a community searching for answers.
Hey, we're here with ED right now. Let me call you back.
How you doing? That's kind of I read it as I'm coming down here. It's kind of a weird one.
Yeah. Christopher got
The packet's on the front porch. It looks like it's been there a week.
Okay.
HOD.
He knows more about the details. So
Okay. You guys are marshals?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you working with the detective? Is Canton?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a fugitive investigation, but then I guess
The one lady
girlfriend
said that she killed her in arson.
Yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't obviously
So
fit,
I don't know if I
But they're
think.
supposedly they took mom's car. The lady that lives here, they're in her car somewhere.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Do we know how old she is? Okay.
On May 5th, 2023, officers from the Sylvania Township Police Department arrived at a residence on Timbers Edge Boulevard. They were acting on a grim report a missing teenager from Canton, Ohio, had allegedly confessed to a double murder, including the killing of her boyfriend's mother. Upon arrival, officers encountered U.S. Marshals already on site, setting the stage for a tense and unsettling investigation.
Police Department. Right here. We're going. Yeah, that car's in Douglas, Arizona. Yeah, that way, yeah.
I wonder if they could have did this person somewhere else.
Public garage is used for garage.
Yes. You would have heard it.
No, I meant, is there any vehicles in
No.
So this right here was wanted.
Why don't you, Dave, check that mailbox and see what is in there.
Okay.
What kind of mail?
All right.
Officials responded to the crime scene, where they found the house eerily quiet. Despite the disturbing report of a double murder, the victim, Nicole Jones, was nowhere to be found. The search for answers was just beginning.
It was on me. I told him that I gave him 5 hours. I ran away from her independent living house and I told him he had 5 hours, to kill her. And he told me that he couldn't do it because that was his mom. And so he wouldn't do it. So I strangled her out and I took a rock and banged her head a whole bunch of times. And then I told him about it and he was shocked. So then I let him give him a moment. He threw up, and then we went to go get cleaning supplies that I cashed out and stuff. And then we cleaned up the body, cleaned up everything in the house. We disposed her body in a trash dumpster, and he couldn't do it, so I, was the one that put the body in the trash. And then after that, we took his ankle thing off, and then he went on the run. And most of the way, he was really struggling with it because it was his mom, and he needed marijuana, and that's the reason why, there was marijuana gummies in the car when we tried to get into Mexico.
Why did you want to kill her?
Because she didn't let us be together.
And you loved him. It took a lot of courage for you to tell us that. Yeah. Okay.
I also killed another person in Arizona in a drive-by. I don't know who it was. I also committed 2 arsons in Arizona in the middle of nowhere. Don't know what that was either.
Okay. Let's start with the drive-by. What happened?
I, loaded the gun and stuff and shot the person, and I left real fast, and then after that I washed off the residue of the gun and powder.
Where were you in Arizona?
I know I was in Phoenix. There's Tucson that we were also in, and I don't know the other one.
Do you know where the drive-by happened at?
I think Tucson.
Tucson.
On May 8th, 2023, luck was on the side of law enforcement when Mexican authorities located Jonathan Jones and Kaitlyn Coones in Juarez. The pair were apprehended while driving Jonathan's mother's 2021 Buick Encore. Inside the vehicle, authorities discovered Nicole Jones's wallet, social security card, credit cards, and ID, adding to the growing evidence against them. On May 9th, 2023, Mexican authorities turned Kaitlyn Coones over to the FBI at the El Paso, Texas border station. Her boyfriend Jonathan was held for 2 more days in Mexico after marijuana was found in their car. The FBI agents were focused on questioning Kaitlyn to learn more about the disturbing messages she had sent to her caseworker, which raised serious concerns about what had really happened.
It happened in the morning, and then the body was disposed of that night.
Okay. Do you remember when that was?
No.
No. Do you have any, was it in, because we're in May right now, so was it in April, or was it in May?
What you said, were what?
Did it happen in April, the end of April maybe, or did it happen in early May?
End of April.
Okay. And this was because she didn't want you guys to be together?
Yeah, and I think she honestly was really obsessed over him because whenever we were talking to her, about us and stuff, she was like, well, if you guys have sex, I'm going to be perfectly fine with it and stuff like that. And we were like, well, in the future, we're not going to ask you to have sex. That's weird. That's something we would talk out ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that. And, she was just, always all over her son. Always handsy with him and stuff like that. And being really flirt-like, if that makes sense.
Inappropriate?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so not like an only son and mom relationship.
A very inappropriate relationship.
Okay.
During her interrogation by the FBI, Kaitlyn Coones made a chilling confession. She admitted to brutally murdering Nicole Jones, her boyfriend's mother, after an argument spiraled out of control. Coones explained that when her boyfriend, Jonathan, refused to kill his own mother, she decided to take matters into her own hands. In a cold and calculated manner, she struck Nicole with a rock and then strangled her, ending the life of the woman who stood in the way of her obsessive relationship.
Jonathan Jones. What relationship did you have with Jonathan?
I don't know
first, like, it was just a friend, then boyfriend, but then, like, just a manipulator. Like, he just abused me and stuff like that. So I don't know what you would call that.
Okay. In what way did he abuse you or manipulate you?
He raped me multiple times and stuff like that.
Did you ever have a consensual relationship with him?
For a minute, yes, we did.
Okay.
After being extradited to Ohio, Kaitlyn Coones sat down for a secondary interview with investigators and the prosecuting attorney. During this session, she provided chilling details about her motive, the attack, and her decision to flee the country. Her statements further solidified the case against her, highlighting the calculated nature of her actions.
And after that happened, he ended up packing up everything. He moved the body into the car. I helped him carry the body to the car. And then after that happened, he drove. And then he ended up cutting off his ankle monitor. Oh, no.
During the proffer interview, Kaitlyn Coones confessed to the murder of Nicole Jones, providing a chilling account of the events. She revealed how her obsessive relationship with Jonathan Jones had spiraled out of control, leading her to demand that he kill his own mother. When he refused, Kaitlyn took matters into her own hands, striking Nicole with a rock before strangling her to death. Her confession highlighted the premeditated nature of the crime, as she admitted to planning the murder out of frustration and a need to control her relationship.
He know they wouldn't talk to me because they just said they knew. He said, well, why am I still here? Why am I still Why?
Investigators later used Kaitlyn's statements to corroborate key evidence, including Nicole's belongings found in the couple's car and their attempted flight to Mexico.
I don't want to do. I think about it and I'm like, nobody will ever touch me like he has. I really just want to throw my life away. But I can't do jail. I haven't been able to do jail since I've been locked up. But I still think at the end of the day that I can't. I know that I'm not right in the head because of everything. And I keep asking for help when nobody gives me help.
During his interview with investigators, Jonathan Jones attempted to explain his involvement in the events surrounding his mother's murder. He described the growing tension between his girlfriend, Kaitlyn Coones, and his mother, Nicole Jones, as their relationship spiraled into chaos.
We kept seeing on their license plates they said Chihuahua. I know I'm butchering that name too. So Kaitlyn's like, hey, let's go down there and check it out. We were driving that way and we stopped off in Armada because it's definitely not halfway, but it's definitely on that interstate or however they call it, 45. I think it's 45.
I think it is 45 based off the match I'm looking at. It is 45, yeah.
And we stayed there for almost 2 days when we got picked up. But we just wanted to go and check places out. Like I wanted to go down to Mexico City because my Spanish teacher, way back when in grade school, when I was a wee little shit, said that Mexico City was really beautiful and definitely a place to go and check out.
So you guys were just kind of lollygagging wherever the vehicle took us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wherever we had the gas for.
Okay. And then, so I'm glad you brought that up. So how are you guys funding this? Like, what was you work currently?
Currently no.
No. Okay. How long have you been unemployed?
Well, since October when I got arrested from Bowling Green.
Okay.
But I had money saved up because my VA disability kept hitting every month. And then she had some jewelry that's like costume jewelry. Well, we sold some real jewelry she had at a pawn shop in Arizona. And then she had some costume jewelry that she told me that the locals would like, pretty and whatnot. And then we sold a extra cell phone we had that didn't work. Well, I mean, it turned on and everything. It just, didn't work down in Mexico. So we sold that for food and hotel money.
Where'd you sell that cell phone at?
Just to random.
No, where?
In Armada.
Oh, down there?
Yeah, the day before we got arrested.
Okay.
In his interview with authorities, Jonathan Jones painted a troubling picture of the events leading up to the murder. He admitted to being caught between his mother, Nicole Jones, and his girlfriend, Kaitlyn Coones, whose obsession with control had taken a dangerous turn.
Yeah, there is a body in the kitchen.
Okay. And then you see like where she's bleeding from or anything?
I couldn't tell because it was everywhere. There was blood.
Okay.
Like everything was coated. It was on the fridge. It was on the stove. It was like near the sink. Didn't get into the sink. Go figure. One easy place to clean. Didn't go. Just so much blood.
Was your mom breathing?
No, I definitely went and checked for a pulse. I know basic first aid stuff from being in the military. I guess we all learned going through the combat lightsaber courses. You know, check for a pulse.
Where do you go over your neck or?
I checked the carotid. I think that's the right vein that's in the neck. Is the carotid.
And then when you see there, did you see anything, any visible signs of like blunt force trauma or stab wounds or?
No, just blood. Like I remember pulling my.
Jonathan revealed how Kaitlyn pressured him to kill his own mother, giving him a 5-hour ultimatum. When he refused, he claimed he was shocked to discover that Kaitlyn had taken matters into her own hands. Jonathan described the horrifying aftermath as Kaitlyn confessed to the killing and demanded they flee the country together.
Were you driving or was she driving?
I was driving.
You were driving. And so where was she in the car?
Passenger seat.
Passenger seat. Okay. And you remember the awning, right? Was there anyone in there?
Not that I could see, but I wasn't looking. I was trying to focus on the road and traffic and everything.
Okay. And how many shots did you hear?
One.
Okay. What did she say after?
Well, she complained about her ears ringing, which happens when you don't wear ear protection in a closed environment. She was gone.
Throughout the interview, Jonathan attempted to distance himself from the crime, portraying himself as a bystander to Kaitlyn's violent actions. However, investigators pressed him on his role in aiding her escape, uncovering the complexities of their toxic and destructive relationship.
I don't know why I stripped down, but I felt coated in, like I just couldn't see all that get off of me.
You said something about you stepped in the blood.
Yes.
What shoes were you wearing?
I was wearing socks.
Oh, stop. You have shoes on?
No, I wear Crocs. Yes, I'm one of those people that like Crocs. They are comfortable. I wear those to go out, to go smoking and everything. It's easier to put shoes on every time, so I slide them off every time I came in. I'm off when I go in and out of the house.
So then your socks go into the trash.
Yes.
Kaitlyn Coones faced charges of aggravated murder, tampering with evidence, and fleeing to avoid prosecution, with the potential for life in prison. Jonathan Jones was charged with obstructing justice, tampering with evidence, and complicity for aiding Kaitlyn after the murder, including their attempted escape to Mexico. Both faced serious consequences for their roles in the crime and its aftermath.